I'm just getting started with our event here. Today it's about self-actualization and finding out where you need to work on the self-actualization pyramid, which we're using as a guide to understand, where are our gaps in, having a more fulfilled and stress-free life. Pacific Center in Vancouver downtown.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Okay, tell me when the camera's rolling.
Yeah, it's rolling already.
Okay,
Yeah.
the gaps that are in the pyramid of my life would have to be the highest one, or no, sorry, the second highest, self-esteem, because I could be a bit negative, so like I want to work on that, and I want to work on using more positive thoughts. And then yes, I do want to work on them. I want to be consistent with them. And how do I plan on working on them? I plan on journaling, working out, and keeping up with my goals. Would I use any tools and technology? I'm not really using any tools and technology, but however, goal keeping does become difficult. I would use like a planner or an app to remind me to keep consistent.
Cool. Yeah.
What did we do before you guys? All right. So, as the pyramid is on self-actualization, esteem, love, safety needs, and physiological needs, right? So I think self-actualization is it's based on, for me, it's like, who do you want to be, right? Like, what's your goal?
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty straight. Like, if that is weak, because it was weak for me initially before even coming here, and when I was coming here, I was like, I'm here now what, right? And what's next? Like, what's your next step? And it's going so fast, like you don't have time. So yeah, then I was like, what do you want to be here, right? And then it takes a while to research and navigate through professionally, like where could you get like the thing you want. So that, like, who do you want to be? What's your plan for it? And then what do you have to do for it? So that's self-actualization. And then the esteem part is just you need to focus on small wins. Like for me, that's what I do. Like I focus on small wins. Like it's a process. So just try to be consistent, as Simi also mentioned. Like try to gain. For love and belonging, I would just say that I miss my friends and family back home, but you have to move on. It is what it is. Vancouver and wherever you're from, like you can't compare it. It's not a good idea, or you'll keep on crying. So it's better you just move on, and don't compare. They're not the same apples as two cities. And for safety needs, I think just try to work out. It'll build your confidence that way. Do some physical activities that way. Yeah. Physiological needs, just focus on food and sleep, because you need it. If you're trying to do it on your own, it's you'll figure it out for the guys who are doing it themselves. But yeah, that's what I do for those two. And yeah.
Are there any gaps that you've identified?
Absolutely, there's a fuckload of gaps. Well, basically, like, I'll just sum it up. It's like just discipline. Try to focus like 5 days in the week to get the script right, which you had followed. 5 days workout, that's enough. There's always a new week. There's always a new. Write it on a paper and I stick it to the wall. So when you wake up in the morning, you literally see it every day. And even if you ignore it, like no matter how hungover you are, that Monday when you wake up, you're like, shit, did I do that? Fuck. And I write the date when I wrote that. I was like, shit, it's been like 4 months.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. So the question I got, the first one, the introduction explanation of the Maslow's pyramid. I was just trying to do my very simple, brief interpretation of what exactly it is. So the first one, physiological needs. Basically just saying everything materialism, everything about like the essential need of a organism as a human. So after that is the safety net. So after you have the materialism, how are you going to protect it? So you have food, you have clothes, and then you have all of those, let's say reproduction, like sleep, you have all those good qualities. So the next level, the safety one, is just, for me, my understanding is like a safety net. How you protect, and after that you have the safety net, and then moving on to the love and belonging is you as a human being in search of the connection with the outer self or the other thing, other objects or other people. And then moving forward, self-esteem is the in connection, in search with yourself. So self-esteem, you develop, let's say, your personality, your self-esteem, your confidence, things like that. And the last one, I still pondering around on what exactly is self-actualization. Maybe it depends on everybody have their own interpretation on that. But I would say maybe it's the sum of the 4 categories together. When you fulfill the 4 categories, it will automatically lead to the last part. How are you planning to work on them? I don't plan to work on them. I plan to work on myself as every individual, as every single moment. Am I enjoying myself fully? Am I being the best self possible? As long as I keep on this one, I will have the drive to improve the outer environment. But everything fundamentally is the core, is the myself, how to improve myself. What's the next one? What tools and technology are you using? The tools and technology are using, I'll just keep journaling and keep learning in my professional area.
So it's kind of like about the Maslow's pyramid. It's kind of pretty self-explanatory. It's like the physiological needs are basically, like the basic needs of the human body. And then it's about safety, keeping yourself emotionally, physically, and safe. I guess emotional safety is a very big thing as well. And then it's about, love and belonging, like feeling valued and feeling connected, like being with people who kind of have a similar value system, a similar mindset. And then it's about self-esteem, that is feeling good about yourself. And then self-actualization, that is like, everybody has their concept of self, everybody has their some values that they kind of want to follow, and then everybody has their own goals and how they see themselves, and when you actualize that, and that is kind of self-actualization. And then another aspect of safety is having like good relations with the people you live with your housemates, kind of being more empathetic and trying to understand what they're going through, being more emotionally intelligent. And it's like love and belonging. So that is more like, kind of like socializing more in people with events which align with my interests and goals.
How do you become more emotionally intelligent?
Emotionally intelligent, it's kind of like, you kind of try to sense what the person would be feeling.
What if you don't get it? What if they don't get you?
It's kind of like, for example, if you kind of check the body language of anybody,
Okay.
for example, like if a person is kind of looking sad, or if a person is looking anxious, so there's something that is making the person anxious, So that's kind of like you understanding the emotions of a person. So if you can understand that, so then you can, behave with them, or, in a way that they kind of, you kind of help them feel better. Self-esteem. So for self-esteem, it's about being able to think clearly, and then emotional intelligence, body language, having more positive thoughts, and like trying to identify unrealistic negative thought patterns and working on them. So self-actualization. So it's basically again like getting all of those other aspects right, and then aligning all of those aspects with my interests and passions, what I really want to do in life. And so that is what I'm doing through my art label and then this venture. So that is what that's how I'm working on the self-actualization part.
So even if you're a billionaire, right? You want to make another billion. You want it all. That's how you're programmed. Like, even if you hit the moon, you want to go to Mars. If you reach Mars, you want to go like what's next? Jupiter. It's just like how that is.
For me, it's enough.
Is it enough?
That's
Trust me.
enough.
Wait till you reach. When it's that bar. Once you reach it, like, is that it? Okay, I want to go.
But I guess everybody has their
Give me
own
$1
like.
million. $1 million. Let me pull it for you.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll see you when
yeah.
we're all right. I'll see you. 1 million. Yeah. All right. Let's do
You
this.
should add that too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And what about you? Like,
but I get it.
if you kind of imagine like a situation where kind of, everything is kind of sorted for you, like financially and relationship issues and professionally. So what would you like to pursue? What would you be doing? What would you like to do at that point?
So if all the gaps are all met,
Yeah.
then maintaining those gaps, because you can lose.